Today marks a major milestone in the history of nuclear energy industry here in Canada. Climate change is an urgent global priority, and nuclear energy will play a major role in helping Canada and the rest of the world reach its net zero carbon emissions goals. Provincial and federal stakeholders are working to harness Canada's capabilities to deploy small modular reactors at home and deliver jobs and economic benefits for Canadians for generations to come. So I want to reflect for a few minutes, I think, on how we got here. Ontario Power Generation, Bruce Power, and New Brunswick Power all have decades of operating experience in nuclear technology and reactors. Ontario-based engineering, procurement, and construction firms such as Aecon, Bird Construction, Black & Veatch, ES Fox, Hatch, SNC Lavalin, Tetra Tech, Kinetrix, and Worley, many of our guests here today, all have robust capabilities to support building new nuclear power in Canada. Ontario Tech University, Durham College, McMaster University, Queen's University, the University of Saskatchewan, and many other universities are helping develop the nuclear workforce of the future. GE Hitachi has been designing, licensing, and deploying new nuclear reactor technologies for over 60 years. More than 90% of our latest BWRX 300 SMR design components have been tested and proven in operating nuclear reactors. We're very excited about the potential of our BWRX 300. It's an ideal combination of cutting-edge innovation and speed to market that can enable large-scale deployment in a time scale that's meaningful for both climate goals and deployability by 2028. I truly believe Canada can seize the SMR opportunity by working with companies like GE, companies that know how to scale energy technology for deployment globally. As proof of that, and as Heather mentioned in her remarks, GE technology generates more than a third of the world's energy today. We have the technology, the experience, and we have the scale to do our part in reaching the world's climate goals. While the energy transition will bring opportunities that Canada can capitalize on, it'll also present challenges to affected communities and require new skills for the workforce of the future. And so it's incumbent on all sectors to share responsibility to close the skills gap and ensure the Canadian workforce is prepared for the future, and that communities affected by the energy transition can thrive moving forward. As we build a nuclear workforce in the future of Canada, we are thrilled to have created 80 positions that will be operating right here out of our new headquarters. But this represents just the very beginning and only a portion of our commitment to employment here in Canada. In Canada, we have a very unique opportunity to foster Indigenous business and economic reconciliation as part of the energy transition. Meaningful partnerships with Indigenous communities to create business, education, training, and employment ultimately help build our competitiveness by drawing on the strengths of all of the communities in Canada. At GE Hitachi, we recently announced the collaboration with the First Nations Power Authority and the creation of 30 skilled field service technician jobs. And as we build our SMR workforce in Canada in this beautiful facility you're at today and beyond, we're committed to Indigenous inclusion, gender equality, and racial and ethnic inclusivity in our hiring and in our supply chain partners. I am incredibly proud of what GE Hitachi has achieved and how it has fostered a very lasting opportunity for the nuclear industry. And I look forward to seeing what we achieve together with SMRs, how it will unlock enduring opportunity for people across Canada and around the world. Thank you. Thank you. So with that, I would like to invite our honored guests, Mayor Scarpitti, MPP Pang, MP-elect Chang, and Minister Ng to help with the ribbon cutting ceremony, as well as Heather Chalmers, please. Yes, come on up. The scissors. Yes, there's actually. right in. Okay.
Go ahead. Where would you like us? All right, I'll stand some on that side. I'm going to be sitting on this side. How's that?
There you go. All right. That's all right. All right.
Everybody? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So it's now my pleasure to welcome His Worship Frank Scarpitti, Mayor of the City of Markham, to the stage to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much. And obviously, those scissors were not made at GE, or they would have, cut the ribbon the first time. It's great to be with you all this morning, and have to say a real pleasure to be here with the political representatives from the other levels of government. I do remember a little bit about kinetic energy in science class, and I'm actually surprised a couple of our representatives are still here after this past week. But I do want to say congratulations to Minister Mary Ng on her re-election. And I'll speak about Mary's commitment to this industry and to women in particular. And our newly elected MP for Markham Unionville, Paul Chang. And I knew, certainly I questioned whether you might be here this morning, just because not only was there a lot of energy used over the past few weeks, but I actually thought you still might be using some of that energy to celebrate the success. But thank you to the both of you for being here this morning. And of course to our MPP, Billy Pang. Billy, thank you as well for being here. I think when we take a look at the challenges that we faced over the past several months, I think all of our communities, here in particular in Markham, have really appreciated the way that all three levels of government have been working together to do great things for our community, to support businesses, to support families, and to ensure that we continue to thrive. So I am pleased to be here this morning and pretty excited about the investment that is happening in the city of Markham. And have to say, I'm really pleased to be here with two outstanding women in the corporate field when it comes to STEM and developing and encouraging women to be in the field, and also an outstanding woman in government who has also worked very hard to ensure that young girls are encouraged, that there's programs to support women in various industries and to eliminate those barriers. So I do applaud all of the collective work that is happening, and certainly a warm welcome to all the GE Hitachi team and to Jay. Hope that we will see you here in Markham, and it's just great to hear someone talk so knowledgeable about what's happening up here in Canada and in Markham. And I want to say that the city of Markham has been proud to have GE in our community for decades. A little bit smaller facility a few years ago, but really in 2011 we celebrated the opening of this facility, and all of us back then worked very hard to keep GE in the Markham family. And you certainly made the right decision on a number of fronts. I mean, I don't need to tell you, and I think it's part of the reason that we're seeing the expansion today, the incredible talent pool that we have within this community and the surrounding area, people who've come from other parts of the world, highly skilled, highly educated, that are going to contribute to our success and certainly to your success. So here we are, 10 years later, celebrating another milestone for GE on an expansion that's truly focused on the development of small modular nuclear power reactors. And this investment, as you heard, will bring high-paying jobs, again, to this facility and to this community. And aside from the direct jobs that are being created, we know that these types of investments really do impact a number of industries, a number of jobs in other companies that contribute to the success that is happening on clean energy innovation here at GE. So really, as was said, this is all part of a greater strategy for Ontario and for Canada. And Canada does continue to be a leader in nuclear research and adoption. And obviously at the forefront of this is GE Hitachi. And really why they're choosing Markham and Ontario to access that talent pool that I talked about, to an opportunity to really stay ahead of the game in the industry, and all of our focus to ensure that we decarbonize and reduce emissions. And I can tell you that Markham, the city of Markham, very much shares in that commitment. We have a green print plan that speaks to achieving neutrality by 2050. We have an energy plan that speaks to a strong commitment on different aspects. We're very proud to be using many of the new technologies, and I have to say that the city of Markham is also a shareholder in Electra, and so GE has played a role in creating a smarter grid, both here at home and internationally, and it's been a real asset in the delivery of electricity to homes and businesses, and certainly this opportunity to create clean energy is something that we're interested. And it really fits well with what we're achieving already in the city of Markham. The city of Markham, compared to other international cities, and certainly to some of our neighbors even closer to home, and Mary Ang knows this, we're the lowest emitter of greenhouse gases, and that data is provided to us by the World Council on City Data, and it speaks again both to the industries that are here, to the commitment of our own city of Markham, and to many industry leaders that are here in Markham that contribute to our sustainability. And that list is long, so I won't read it all. But we at the city have had a number of award-winning programs, everything from the textile recycling program to the flood protection that we are incorporating, going back into older communities to ensure that climate change doesn't have the devastating effects in those neighborhoods that it's had in other jurisdictions. And of course, we're very proud of one of the largest, if not the largest, municipal solar portfolio in the whole province, if not the country. And so it really is pleasing to be here this morning to see GE Hitachi's commitment to pursue net zero carbon emission goals, and really by your strong commitment of jobs and research, and not only working towards a more cleaner, healthier, but also safer world. And I think that's an aspect that we need to talk about more. So we talk about the development, it really truly is on all fronts. And of course, as the mayor will say, nothing makes me prouder when we see a Markham resident in a leadership role with such an incredible company. And so between the leadership that we have, the talent pool that we have, and once again, just recently, the figures were released. It's a smart business decision to be here, because Markham does have the lowest industrial commercial taxes, so you're paying less here per square foot to develop this technology than anywhere else in the GTA. And so thank you for the investment. And with that, I'd like to invite both Heather and Lisa to come back up and present a certificate to you, and it is one of our nicer ones. So I take great pride in this, but City of Markham, GE Hitachi, on behalf of the City of Markham, we recognize GE Hitachi for its commitment to innovation and driving change to Canada's nuclear energy industry. We sincerely appreciate the significant investments made in Ontario, and specifically to Markham, to our thriving technology, energy, and innovation ecosystem. We recognize our commitment to growing and nurturing talent in Canada and creating solutions for a better world. Thank you for being such an integral part of our community and a valued corporate citizen here in the City of Markham. Congratulations on this initiative. And it's signed by myself, but truly I present it on behalf of our entire community. Congratulations, one and all.